Well, Oliver, congratulations. 3 points and a clean sheet. What's your assessment of the performance?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, of course, a very good result here after the international break. I think it's our first win this season after starting, and we were talking about it. And yeah, it was a tight game, and we expected it. Yeah, very highly motivated Wolves team, and it was looked like okay, who takes one of the few chances, and credit to my assistants for the adjustment in the set place, because they played a completely different setup. Again, we didn't know, because it's a new manager who arrived. In first half we struggled in our set place. We had plenty, and then great adjustment, and the execution was fine, so we take the lead. And of course then Jeremy, his first goal in the Premier League, just amazing. But clean sheet, 3 points here at Wolves, so very good start into, and we spoke about it, for us it's the first crunch time now, 15 games until 10th of January, and it's always good to start with a win.
You mentioned Jeremy Pino there. I thought he had a fabulous game today, and the goal itself was a stunner as well. Just talk to us about his performance today.
Yes, he has always great effort, and he's always working so hard and creating many situations. Sometimes he was a little bit unlucky. I think even today we missed a few times. It looked like we were quite often in very dangerous areas, but we didn't find the player in the box, or we didn't have the right movements, or took a wrong decision. And and then of course the goal. But when we see it in general, we have the attack, and then the rest defense, counter press, and that's what we're talking. Adam could easily pass back to Mark to stay in possession, but we really encourage them to pass forward, and then he passes to Jeremy, and he's free. And of course the finish was amazing.
We've not had time to talk to Rob Edwards about this yet, but there was one moment where Mark Gay obviously got booked very early on, and then committed another foul just outside the area. I think Wolves were potentially feeling he could have had a second yellow. Obviously there are all these sort of decisions that go on in games. What was your view on that?
Yes, I think it's so first of all, you are taught here in England, not every contact is a foul. So and that also means not every foul is a yellow card. And I really appreciate this rule here, because I think this is what made the Premier League, or is one of the issues that made the Premier League the #1 league in the world. And I think the referee did well. If you booked him, it was not a foul where you have to book him again. And then I spoke to Mark and really congratulated him, because if you're booked as a centre back so early, you have to be very, very smart. And he was very smart. There were 1, 2 tricky situations. I remember against Chachua in the box, and he defended so well. And I think it was the right decision. There were a few tight decisions, the VAR, and then also we thought once or twice it could have been a penalty, but it was slightly outside the box. So I think at the end the referee did a great job today.
And finally, just going into a busy run of games now in different competitions for Crystal Palace, how does this set you up for this busy run?
Exciting. We're really all excited and looking forward to this, and we are pleased, because that's the reward for all the effort in winning the FA Cup. That's why we can play now at Strasbourg on Thursday. So and we're really enjoying our journey together, and I think everybody can see is always huge desire, commitment, effort, and this is what we will do every single game. And then it's now I think the 5th game in unbeaten, 4 wins, so players are doing really well.